You clicked on this video because of those 3 words on the screen. Not sad, not happy, just empty. It's a strange middle ground, isn't it? It's not the sharp sting of grief, and it's not the heavy weight of depression. It's just a lack of color, a quiet, hollow space where your life used to be. Have you ever felt like you are here, but not really here? You are talking to someone, responding, doing what you are supposed to do, but something feels slightly off. Not enough to alarm anyone else, but enough for you to notice. It's like you are watching a movie of yourself. You see yourself moving through the day, but there's a thick pane of glass between you and your own life. If you've felt this thin layer of distance, I want you to take a breath right now, a deep, soul-expanding breath. You aren't losing your mind. You are experiencing a very real, very human survival mechanism. Today we're going to talk about why your light went dim and how we start the slow, safe journey of turning it back up. This feeling of being disconnected shows up in a lot of different ways. For some, it is emotional flatness. You hear good news, and you know you should be happy, so you perform happiness. You hear sad news, and you know you should cry, so you sigh, but the needle isn't moving. For others, it's the autopilot. You drive 5 miles and realize you don't remember the turns. You finish a whole conversation and realize you weren't actually there for a second of it. You might notice that you don't react to things the way you used to. Things that once mattered feel distant or like tasks. Your thoughts feel detached, like they belong to a stranger. And that's what makes this so unsettling. It's not loud, it's quiet, it's subtle, but it changes how everything feels. You don't even know what you feel anymore, not because you don't care, but because the connection to those feelings has become unclear. This didn't just appear out of nowhere. Your brain doesn't do things without a reason, especially not something like this. Disconnection is not a failure of your system. It's a function of your system. Think of your mind like a house. When a massive storm hits and the power lines start sparking, what does the circuit breaker do? It trips. It shuts off the power to the whole house to prevent a fire. Your brain has detected a surge. Too many demands, too much grief, too much pressure over time. To save the structure, to save you, your brain pulled the lever. It turned the volume down so you wouldn't be deafened by the noise of your own life. You are not broken. You are in protective custody. Stress and burnout don't just exhaust you, they disconnect you. When you are under constant stress, your system stays activated. It doesn't get a chance to reset. Eventually, your brain shifts from processing mode to conservation mode. Instead of feeling everything deeply, it starts conserving energy by reducing your emotional intensity. This is where burnout becomes more than just tiredness. It becomes emotional flatness, a loss of interest, and a lack of motivation. It's not that your emotions are gone. It's that your system has muted them so you can keep walking. As it says in Isaiah 42:3, a bruised reed he will not break, and a smoldering wick he will not snuff out. If you feel like that smoldering wick today, know that God isn't looking to extinguish you for being tired. He is protecting the flicker until you have the strength to burn bright again. For many of us, this pattern started a long time ago. If you grew up in an environment where your feelings weren't acknowledged, where you had to be the peacekeeper, or where you were praised for being the strong one who was always low maintenance, your brain learned a dangerous lesson. Feeling everything isn't safe. So, you did the only logical thing a child could do. You tucked yourself away in a basement where no one could hurt you. You learned that distance equals safety. You didn't consciously choose to disconnect. Your system just did it because it learned that being gone was the only way to survive. Psalm 139, verses 7 through 10, reminds us that even in those depths, we aren't alone. Where can I go from your spirit? If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. Even when you hid your true self away for safety, God stayed in that room with you. He knows exactly where you are. If you've spent years being the listener, the fixer, the one who holds everything together, it's very easy to lose sight of your own inner world. When your attention is always focused outward, you become skilled at reading other people, but you stop checking in with yourself. You've spent so long answering everyone else's questions that you've stopped asking your own. What do I actually feel? The modern world pulls you away even further. We use our phones as a digital sedative. We scroll to stay disconnected because quiet feels dangerous. We begin to perform instead of just being. And that creates a quiet separation between who you are and how you are showing up. Disconnection doesn't just live in your thoughts. It lives in your body. You might notice tight shoulders, a clenched jaw, or shallow breathing. Your body is the truth teller. While your mind says, I'm fine, I'm handling it, your body is holding the tension of 1,000 things you haven't processed. Try this with me now. Take one hand and place it on your chest. Place the other on your stomach. Don't try to change anything. Just notice. Can you feel your heart? Can you feel the air? This is the 1-inch journey. The journey from your head back down into your heart. Matthew 11:28 gives us the invitation. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Not just physical rest, but soul rest. The permission to stop performing. If you feel disconnected, it doesn't mean you've lost yourself. It means there are layers of protection built over time. And connection doesn't come back through force. It comes back through safety. Ezekiel 36:26 promises, I will remove from you your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. God specializes in softening those layers of protection. So take a breath. There is nothing wrong with you. You are responding exactly the way a human system responds when it's been overwhelmed for too long. Instead of trying to force yourself to feel everything again, start smaller, slower, gently. Psalm 23:3 says, He restores my soul. That word restores means to cause to return. He is bringing you back to yourself. You are not gone. You are protected. And underneath those layers, you are still there. The connection isn't gone. It's just been quieted. And it's okay to take your time coming back. I am safe to come back. I am not broken. I am protected. My soul is patient, and I am worth the wait.